What's going on, YouTube? Wow, I look rough as shit. Anyhow, crazy bags coming at you tonight from Freightliner. That's never a good thing, is it? So I brought Stefan into Springfield to upgrade, and Big Red's kind of ill right now. So I'm over at Freightliner. Attempting to get her looked at. So we will see how long this takes tonight. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we will find out. Sure enough, eventually we will see what the heck is going on. What's going on? There's Stefan. I'm over here at Freightliner. Second one here. Well, I ain't gonna be on real long, guys. I'm just kind of hanging out. I figured I'd use this to help keep me awake. How you doing, Mark? Matt. Stefan's on here. He's over at the hotel. Yeah, they took all my information and put me in a parking spot, and asked me if I was staying with the truck or what was going on, and I said, well, I ain't got nowhere else to go, so yeah, I'll be staying with the truck. So yeah, your camera's right here in the bin down there. Right now it's got Mountain Dew on top of it. So the truck's had a check engine light that's been going on and off for a while, and every now and then it will it'll kick an engine shutdown for low coolant even though the coolant's full. So they're gonna get it in, take a peek at it, and see if they can't get it fixed. But I'm pretty tired, so hopefully it don't take too long. Otherwise, I'll be in there sleeping in one of those recliners. I will. I did 521 miles a day before I came here, so I'm pretty beat. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So I got an appointment in the morning to get this mop on my head taken care of. So this will be the last time y'all see me with any kind of hair for a while again, because they're going to take care of that. And we'll just see how things progress here. Let me see if I can fix this so it's not like so far up. There we go. That's better. But you know, she's been running pretty good. She doesn't run any different. It's just that light keeps coming on and off and on and off, and I figured I'd better get it checked out since I had the time. At least get it looked at so they know what's going on. That way, if it's just a sensor, maybe they can replace it or schedule to have it replaced or whatever needs to be done for it. So, but nothing else really happening. I took Stefan to campus. It was late, so wasn't really nobody around. There was a bunch of troublemakers over there in the corner. I don't know if any of them subscribers or not. So Big Worm wants to know, how long did 30,000 take with Stefan? Well, Big Worm, Stefan took a little longer than most drivers because Stefan went home twice, and then we got hung up in that blizzard in Montana for almost a week. So really, Stefan was home 3, 7. So Stefan had 10 days added just in home time in the blizzard. But I don't remember what day he upgraded. Burning heaters in the corner. Yeah, they were outside in Smoker's Corner over there. I don't remember what day he passed his CDL. I made a video, but I don't remember what day it was. But I think it might have been like February 1st or January, towards the end of January. So it took him maybe 9 weeks maybe, but 10 days of that, week and a half of that, we weren't working. So I guess it just depends on how you look at it. And it's winter time, man. It was slow, and we didn't kill ourselves. We kind of took it easy. Yeah, Big Worm, that's the way he was. Stefan did, in Stefan's first 13 days, he was over 10,000 miles. So he must have upgraded around February 1st because he went home on Valentine's Day. He went home on the 13th of February and he had 10,100 miles or something in the first 2 weeks. And then he went home. Then remember I lost my wallet. We lost a few days for that. And then we got stuck in the blizzard right after that up in Montana. So, yeah, Princess, I'm picking up Mr. Brown. He's already at the hotel over there. He's at campus. I'm picking Mr. Brown up. And we'll be leaving out the minute I get done handling whatever I need to handle here in Springfield. Yeah, Big Worm, that's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that. Me and Stefan got to our shipper yesterday at like, I don't remember what time it was, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we didn't get out of there till 11 o'clock this morning. So I definitely feel your pain on that. Definitely feel your pain on that. But yeah, so we're in the shop. Stefan's at the hotel. He's gonna start his upgrade in the morning. He's got a class he's got to take at 6:45. And 6 weeks for OTR. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean, yeah, I'm just assuming he's in the TNT phase. So Stefan's taking care of his stuff, and I'm going to take care of Big Red. And then when I get everything done, I'll head out with Mr. Brown. But tomorrow night, I'm going to sit down and have dinner with Stefan and Seether and Mr. Brown. Mark, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Mr. Brown's TNT only. So we're working straight on his 30,000. He's already done. He did the night classes here. He already had his CDL. They just stuck him in night classes for a week. He passed everything, no problem at all. And so he's just TNT. So just passed all the basic training. Yeah, that's one way to look at it, Princess, I suppose. Yeah, PSD. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Basic training. Our freaking Cubs blew it tonight, man. They just stink right now, man. They're averaging like 7 runs a game, but fucking pitchers suck, man. They're gonna have to do something with that bullpen. I don't know what's going on. It is the beginning of the year. I mean, there's no reason to be drastic, but man, it just sucks. You wait all winter for baseball to get back, and you win opening day and you lose every game since, and that kind of just blows as a fan. I will tell you, doesn't make it fun. That's for sure. Makes me wish it was still winter time. So I ordered some damn sheriff's helicopters over here. They're circling around with the spotlight down. Maybe we'll get some live PD action here in a minute. They're close too. It's the water. Yeah, the Red Sox ain't looking too good either, Mark. You are correct. You are correct. Is Stefan going lease or company? Stefan's going lease, William. Stefan's going to go lease. So, I hope there's no one sleeping in this truck beside me. I know there ain't on this side because it's all day cabs. But on this other side of me, there's a Schneider truck, I think. Late night with bags. Yeah, Matthew, it's late night back with bag. Go Braves, right, Dale? Shoot, this APU is going to kick on. Let me close the passenger side window. It's going to kick on. You'll still be able to hear it, but it won't be as bad with the passenger side window closed. Oops, I see people training on a pad. Yeah, we passed the training pad. There was people out there tonight even. At 11 o'clock at night, we passed people and they were out there on the training pad. Out there learning how to back. Learning how to do a thing. Yeah, it's pretty late. Yeah, it's pretty late. I don't see that comment on my on this phone, but I did see it on my main one. I think it was Phoenix based on the picture I saw. Yeah, it's almost 1. Yeah, it's correct. It's 1240. 1240. It was Lance. Prime truck just ran the outbound lane. Prime helicopter in pursuit. Hell, it could be me, Lance, because I didn't stop. The guy gave me the thumbs up. I just kept going. It's not broke, but I'm getting a check engine light. I'm getting a coolant fault, even though the coolant's full, Matthew. So I figured I better bring it in and get it looked at while I had time. So, I mean, we drove it. I mean, we've been driving it like this for freaking a month. So, I mean, maybe longer. But I figured I better go ahead since I had a little time this weekend to get it looked at. Yeah, I'm hoping it's just a bad sensor, and I'm hoping it's the upper sensor in the coolant reservoir, and so it'll be an easy fix for them. Because if it's a sensor in the engine, then we have a bigger problem. But yeah, that's all I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it's just that sensor in the upper coolant reservoir. That would make it simple, at least for them. I would hope. I would hope it would, anyhow. You never know, though. You just never know. But other than that, I mean, Stefan's done, guys. Another student down. Does truck take long to warm up? No, not really. It's about normal. You know, it's about normal. It hasn't been acting any different. It doesn't get you know, any warmer climbing hills. It doesn't get any warmer with the AC on. Nothing. As far as the cooling, as far as the temperature gauge, it's all good. Philip, it'll be under warranty. It'll be warranty work. Won't cost me nothing. It won't cost me nothing. So it'll be warranty work. Guys, Prime's trucks are under warranty. I know that's hard for y'all to understand because there's other YouTubers out there who are not at Prime, who pay huge amounts of money to get their trucks fixed for different things. Prime trucks are under warranty, guys, for the entire length of the lease. All right? The only thing you're going to fix is minor stuff. All right? Windshields, brakes, you know, stuff like that. But all this other crap, it's all under warranty. It'll all be warranty work. Yeah, exactly. Correct. Yeah, they're all under warranty. So like at KLLM, it wasn't under warranty. My truck was not under warranty anymore. It had 400,000 miles on it. And I went in the shop on July 4th of 2016. I was in the shop for 8 days in Springdale, Arkansas. So I didn't work for 8 days, okay? Not only did I not work, but I was having to pay for a hotel room at 70 bucks a night. So that was $560. You know, can't really say anything about eating because you're going to eat on the road anyhow. So that price didn't really change, but I'm not making money, and I'm paying out $560 for a hotel room, and the bill for the truck ended up being like 3,800 bucks that I had to pay. So yeah, I don't miss them days. I don't miss those days one bit. That is for sure. It had a gasket leak, and they had to take the whole engine apart and put it back together. So yes, the truck being under warranty here at Prime makes a big difference. Makes a big difference to me. It's one reason I like it here. He went to Knoxville, Tennessee to Texas. You used to... Dang, that's a kicker, yeah. How much do I spend on food a week? Princess, I live in the Knoxville area. So, I live in the Knoxville area. How much do I spend on food a week? Mark, that depends. Depends on whether or not I utilize my refrigerator and microwave, or if I eat Arby's and pizza and everything else all week. So, I mean, it all depends. Nashville traffic can go to hell, yeah. Well, yeah, that's why it's called Crashville, man. You can go through there at 4 o'clock in the morning, there'll be a wreck. That's for sure. Yeah, Lance, I am tired, man. We loaded this morning in Lamar's, Iowa. And I drove the 522 miles down here to Springfield, and I dropped Stefan off at the hotel. Helped him carry some stuff up the stairs to his room, and then I got a truck and drove over here to Freightliner. Harvey's, we got the meats. Yeah, I'm tired, but that's okay. I mean, I literally just got here. Like, I checked in and came back out to the truck. Phil, they're supposed to have it in tonight. They're supposed to work me in. So they originally were not going to be able to see me until Sunday, but Prime Breakdown sent me a message and said, hey, when you get here, go ahead and go to Freightliner. They're going to work you in. So I'm going to work in tonight at some point. So we'll just have to wait and see what it is. And then comes the, then comes the real question of what is the problem. So if they pull it in the shop and it's like a major issue, then I'm going to have to pack my bags and I'm going to have to go back to get on the shuttle in the morning. You looked I'll have to get on the shuttle in the morning and go get a hotel somewhere if it's a major issue. I'm just hoping it's not. Yeah, Big Worm, they put you up at the hotel and they will just pay you. Yeah, they will put you at campus, and they will pay you. The only chance you have of not getting paid is if you go home. Okay, and then it all depends on the fleet manager and how long you're home and all that good, how y'all been running and all that good crap. All right. How you doing, Suede? Give me a suite at the Oasis? I don't know about all that. My wife would kill me. My wife would kill me. Give me a suite at the Oasis. Right now, I just want them to get the truck in so I know what I'm doing. So, because I mean, I'm not going back to well, I mean, I guess I go back to Prime. I guess I call cab and they take me back to Prime because the shuttles are done running. It's after midnight. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. No Fitness Friday. Yeah, we had Fitness Friday. I helped Stefan carry his bags up to his hotel room. That was Fitness Friday this week, guys. Well, I'll be honest with you, Matt. I'll probably go to... No, Phil, I'll have to pay for my own room. If I have to get a hotel room, I'll probably go stay at the Econo Lodge. And the reason being is I smoke. And the Econo Lodge still has king smoking rooms here in Springfield. So, checking in from St. Paul, Minnesota. How you doing, Albert? Not much pay. Not much. The happy ending. Bet you old Robert Kraft was asking for happy endings, wasn't he? So the goal is, here's the thing, so the load I brought in is actually a pretty good load. It pays over $2 a mile. It only weighs 20,000 pounds. And it delivers north of Houston on Monday morning at 3 a.m. So yeah, Final Four stuff going on. Yeah, I saw the women's Final Four bracket, and Notre Dame beat freaking University of Connecticut. That never happens. Yeah, Matthew, that's a true statement. That's a true statement. Hey Lance, Kyle sent me a vape. It is at the yard in my mailbox. I just didn't go in and get it. So I will need to go in and get it when I'm there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Bernardo, David's a pretty good guy. He's a little different, but, you know, we all love David H. We all love David H. Raider Nation in the house. You know, Raider fans only come out of the woodwork in the off season. You know, you don't ever see them. You don't ever see them when they're getting their ass kicked during football season. They just show up in the off season. I get like frozen food. Like right now, there's like chicken nuggets in there and pizza rolls and those breakfast bowls. You know, with the cheese and eggs and sausage and crap. Egg rolls, stuff like that. All kinds of stuff like that. There's another one. There's Ryan coming in too. Good deal. Raider Nation every day. Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Bo. I'll tell you right now. No. No. I don't believe. Raiders fans are like Orioles fans for baseball. You hear all about them in the off season, but when they're in the season, you don't hear nothing. They're like little mice, you know, you scampering around when everybody else is sleeping. They go hide in the wall during the day. Our class is backed up. Kodiak, no. Upgrading's fine and all that. Orientation classes, they have a cap on now to keep it from getting backed up. And the hiring freeze is only in Florida, Georgia, and California. So hiring freeze is still on in Florida, Georgia, California. And as far as I know, upgrading is smooth right now. Matter of fact, Chad's student upgraded last week. It only took him 2 days to get a truck. And I mean Las Vegas. Yeah, there you go, Bo. Yeah. They don't even know where they live. They don't even know where they live, man. That's pretty funny. So when I was with, I think me and Stefan passed the Raider, I guess is it the Oakland Coliseum? Is that where they play? The Raiders play? Wherever they play, we passed it. We passed it. You're in Illinois? Hey, 49er fans are pretty diehard, right? You saw the new ones with the new trucks? Yeah, all the new trucks. The trucks have been automatic since 17, Princess. The trucks have been automatic since 2017. There's another Braves fan coming out of the woodwork. Coming out of the woodwork. Next Brewers fans will be on here giving me a hard time. You know, Cubs are averaging 7 runs a game and have won 1 game. That makes no sense. Princess Emmanuel's are the 16s they're getting rid of. If it was all them trucks back behind leasing in the old trailer drop yard, where all them trucks are lined up, those are all being sold off. Those have all been replaced. They're being sold. Red Sox fan shame to it. Hey, I'm a Cubs fan. Matthew, I'm feeling your pain, man. We're right there with you with the one win. We're right there with you with the one win. There's Philly fan. You got to watch out for Philly fans. They'll cut you, right? Philly fan beat up their own mascot. No, Bernardo, they're no longer training in manuals. Look, there are some trainers who have manual transmission, but just in general, I would tell you, you're not going to train in a manual at Prime. Correct. You might, I mean, they have some, like Junior Honduras has got a manual, okay? There are some trainers who have manuals who either are lease purchase or ordered their truck as a manual. But you're not, just don't expect to get a manual. But yes, there are a few out there. But the odds on getting a trainer and a manual are pretty slim. All right, but there are a few. For his replacement, he had one. He had one for his replacement. Yeah, some guys order them. Some guys order a manual truck. Like, I mean, I could have ordered a Peterbilt as a manual transmission. I just chose not to. You know, I chose an automatic. I drove a manual, you know, I've told that story. I drove a manual for 1.3 million miles. I have no desire to ever drive one again. There's no reason to. The whole industry's going to automatic. Well, I mean, everybody's going to automatics. And your dealerships are producing the automatics. That's the thing. Manuals are pretty much special order trucks now. Correct. Is Swift the best option? I don't know, Bo. It might be. For some people, Swift is the only option, right? Let's just be honest. It's funny you say that because we passed a Pilot. We passed a Pilot on 7 today coming into Springfield. And there's Swift facing the wrong way in the fuel island. But yeah, hey, so for some people, Swift's the only option. You know, for whatever reason. Mainly his driving record, but yeah, you know, Swift's the only option for some people. So, I've never worked there. I don't know really anything about them. I know as much as y'all do. I know as much as y'all do. Speaking of Mountain Dew, I got to pick that up at the yard too. Technical difficulties. Yeah, I pulled in the fuel island the wrong way. It's a hell of a technical difficulty, right? Albert, there isn't that much that goes to the home base, man. You'd be surprised. You got to fight for freight around here. You got to fight for freight. I mean, I've had no problem getting to Minnesota to drop Stefan off and pick him up. So there's plenty of freight in Minnesota. Plenty of freight in Minnesota. Yeah, to Oklahoma, Bernardo. I don't really know a lot about the flatbed, guys. Yeah, hey Saint. I mean, like I said, I drove one for over $1 million. It's not that I don't, you know, it's not that I can't run it. I mean, I just prefer the automatic now. I mean, I've gotten used to it, and you know, once you get used to the automatic, and you work the Jake brake, I mean, look. I can shift gears up and down with my, you know, whatever you want to call it. I'm half asleep, but whatever the hell you want to call this thing. But I mean, you have the ability to shift gears in the automatic. You know, you can just push it or pull it, and it'll shift a gear for you. I heard that TMC stopped using manuals. Swift is already test on. That's what I'm told. Yeah, hey, most companies are going to the automatics, guys. Yeah, manual. Yeah, I mean, you can shift gears, but and I've done it before pulling a hill. Um, I've also done it going down. Like that day I drove down that mountain when the road was pure ice. I made that video about Homestake Mountain. I shifted some gears that day manually. Yeah, it's gonna be red. It's going to be red. So I ordered a new microphone setup for my lives. That all that should be here. It might be here Monday. If it all comes Monday, I might get it before I leave. Yeah, I mean, hey, Suede, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, if the computer shifts at all, look, there are times that I don't like it. I mean, but nothing that makes me want to go back to a manual. All right, to give you an example, today we stopped. I took my 30-minute break, and I went to pull out the parking spot, and I hit the gas, and the truck doesn't do anything. Except start rolling backwards. So I immediately got to get back on the brake. But, I mean, once I got on the brake a minute, then got back on the gas, it started rolling. So, I mean, and guys, it's got hill assist. All right, if you're sitting on a hill in this automatic, guys, make sure you push in the brake a little bit and hold it, all right, until the light turns. Then you let off the brake, and the hill assist should kick in and keep you from rolling backwards, and then you can just get on the gas. Okay? Yeah, Crave. Anybody, no matter where you go, if you test it in automatic, you get an automatic restriction on your license, on your CDL. Plain and simple. Your CDL will have an automatic restriction if you test it in automatic. That's just the way it is. I will tell you, KLM is now testing in automatics. Prime is testing in automatics. CR England is testing in automatics. CRST is testing in automatics. So all your mega carriers with their schools are testing in automatics now. All right. Now, like, I don't know about like your junior colleges, your technical vocational schools. I don't know what they're doing nowadays. But all your mega carriers that have schools, they're all testing in automatics now. The industry is moving to automatic. That's just reality. Eventually there won't be any manual trucks unless someone special orders one. How long have I been with Prime? 2 years and 2 months. So 26 months. So Matthew's saying Swift does keep some manuals at their school. Bo, I did not watch that video, but you know, if you saw my video that I posted today or saw my live yesterday, the new trailers, the wings, you don't have to do anything. They're just out there anyways. Well, Matt, I mean, I guess you'll find out, won't you? If that's where you're going to go. Hey, Saint, that's a question I wish you could ask that question of David H. I'd love to see his answer on that. Yeah, the trailers are really nice. The new fins on the new trailers are nice on the 2020s. They're real nice. Yeah, the whole Washington thing sucks, Matthew, I know. You could have went to Jim Palmer. They're over there in Montana. Not much, Charles. I'm just sitting over here at the shop waiting for Big Red to get in there and get looked at. She ain't been feeling too good, so they're gonna take a peek at her. I got to check engine light on and a coolant thing happening. So I don't know if he's coming for me right now or not. Nope. So they're gonna take a peek at her. Hey Matthew, that's what someone else said, but I've had a couple subscribers that are now in Montana going to school with Jim Palmer. Yeah, Princess, I hope it is too. I hope it's something simple. You know, I hope it's not too big of a deal. Like I said, I was over at campus. I stopped at the yard, got the truck washed, and then dropped the trailer, went to campus, and then, no, Bernardo, I'm not your trainer. So Big Worm, I mean, I do have GPS on the Qualcomm. I use it for the first and last mile or whatever. I don't live by it, but I mean, I mainly have it for my students because I don't have my own GPS. I had one and I just didn't even care to like it. I actually gave it to my wife. How you doing, Michael? Thanks, man. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Still an online app, never heard back from him. Hey Albert, if it's an accredited school, you have to do 40,000 miles TNT. If it's not an accredited school, you have to do like 10 days of PSD and then TNT. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Yeah, hey Saint, I did that for a long time, and actually I still do it every now and then, but not very often anymore. As soon as you get your card in. Hey Matthew, there's a lot of people doing that right now. There's a lot of people who there's a lot of people who should have graduated this week that went with that first batch when they got removed from Prime. So, you know, that was a sad day here at Prime because I had like 5 subscribers that were at orientation or in PSD phase. Or yeah, because the TNT you already have your license, but they were either at orientation or in PSD. I had 5 subscribers, and all of a sudden they just got all sent on a bus and got sent home. It was ridiculous. Yeah, so it can be dangerous. We were getting gusty winds yesterday ourselves, me and Stefan were, and we were empty, and we were getting blown around a little bit. Phil, yes they do. No, I can shift mine. I can't put it in manual mode. Okay? You cannot put a Prime truck in the manual mode unless you pay out of your pocket to get it turned on. However, you can shift gears, but the automatic transmission is still working. All right? Well, Bernardo, what happened was the state of Washington said you had to have so many hours of classroom curriculum now in order to obtain your CDL. They changed the law. And Prime doesn't have that set up for that many hours of classroom, whatever it may be, 100 and something hours. I don't remember what it was, 160, 170, something like that. And Prime's not set up like that. So Prime school, the way Prime does their teaching, their learning experience, 160, it doesn't provide that opportunity for people. So unfortunately they had to go and find somewhere else to get their CDL. Now we've had quite a few of them, like I said, who went other places and are about to come back to Prime. They became their CDLs, and they're going to come back to Prime. Yeah, it was just a law in Washington. It's what they did. So yeah, Prime doesn't take students out of the state of Washington or California or Florida or Georgia right now. The California thing is something to do with laws or something like that. They really haven't. Prime has not issued a reason as to why, but I can tell you there's been some law changes in California regarding independent contractors that are affecting more than just trucking, but it's affecting a lot of people in California. So Prime hasn't said that's the reason. They're just, right now, they're just saying it's a hiring freeze, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're working through the law or looking at it to figure out or what, but and Florida and Georgia is just because we're at cap on drivers for that area. So we already have so many drivers from Florida and Georgia, we just don't have room for any more. So you can go drive, yeah, go drive for yes, Wade, you're welcome. Yeah. Hey, I recommend to everybody, if you are having blood pressure issues and you know it, go to a clinic, a walk-in clinic even, see a doctor, get on blood pressure meds, and get it under control before you go to orientation at any company. All right? Yeah, get the blood pressure under control. You know, it doesn't take much, guys. I mean, mine was high. So, sorry, I'm watching all these trucks come. Here comes another Prime. They just pulled a KLM in there. There's already one KLM in there. Now there's another one. There's another Prime going in the shop right here, too. It's a lightweight. It's not David H, though. Yeah, right. I mean, the winds get pretty crazy. They do. Yeah, see, Matthew? Yeah. I will tell you, I know of people who have had blood pressure issues, and they like take one blood pressure pill the morning of their physical and they pass and they get a DOT card. All right? Blood pressure pills work, guys. Blood pressure pills work. So like I said, my blood pressure was borderline when I came to Prime. Very borderline. Like, my first physical card said my blood pressure was 140/90, which we all know is the max, right? That's the maximum you can be at. And that's what they wrote down on there. So, you know, take that to the bank. You can probably bet I was over, but who knows? Because they didn't tell me. But this last time, I'd been on blood pressure pills for almost 2 years, and my blood pressure was like 126/70. So, I mean, they work. I-35 and East Wade, yeah, there's a lot of companies like that. Like, when I was on the Tyson account at KLM, I was I-35 and East, except every now and then I would go to Denver or Amarillo. That was it. Never further than that. So every now and then I'd go to Denver, and then when I left Denver, I always went to Hutchinson, Kansas, and then down to Amarillo, and then I immediately came back east. But every now and then I'd get a Denver load, but not very often. Hey, when I was solo driving at Prime, I very rarely went east or west of I-35. Every now and then. I go to Denver, I went to Salt Lake. You know, stuff like that. You know, guys, I've talked about this before about Swift. It's not that you guys see all the pictures and the videos of Swift. Well, the reason is there's so many trucks. I've told you all that, my opinion on that. their per capita, their per driver accident ratio is probably no different than any other company. They just freaking have 25,000 trucks on the road every day, so they're going to have more wrecks. That's just reality. But, I mean, you can't help but notice the stuff like I saw tonight with the guy pulled into the fuel aisle in the wrong direction. And, you know, what's funny about that is, here's the deal. So we stopped and got 20 gallons of fuel up there in Harrisonville, Missouri. A Swift pulls in behind me. I go to leave. I'm leaving. He's still in the driver's seat. Okay, I'm pulling out of the fuel pump. He sees me pulling out, and instead of pulling up to the fuel pump and going in, he leaves his truck way back there, gets out, locks the truck, and goes inside, leaves the Swift truck blocking the fuel island right there, blocking the whole driveway, instead of just pulling up. He was in the truck when I pulled up, and then I get down the road, and there's a Swift truck facing the wrong way in the fuel island. I was like, shit, you know, it is what it is. Drive to Phoenix and get paid 3 weeks while training, yeah. 50,000 trucks each year. Yeah, I think right now Swift has like 26,000 trucks on the road. I think that's what they have on the road. 26,000 trucks. At least the last time I checked, that's what they had. Yeah, Matt. Oh, excuse me. I could see that, Matt. A lot of people like to do that. A lot of people rather drive their own car to orientation than ride a Greyhound. And also, you have your own car there if anything goes wrong. Makes a big difference. What's going on, Josh? Shit, Josh, I'm here all the time, man. How many of those have been wrecked? You know what? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I don't know the numbers. I'm sure you can find it online. I'm sure you can find it online. No doubt in my mind. Still suck at backing. I hate Walmarts now. I don't mind Walmarts. Walmarts don't bother me. I don't have that big issues at Walmart. But 3 weeks into TNT, that's a good deal, man. Good job. Been hearing other drivers bash Prime lately. Don't know why, though. Everybody's experience is different everywhere, you know. You can look. You can go on YouTube and you can find drivers bashing every single company in existence. If there's a driver on YouTube, all right, that's just reality. Oh, Stuber Uber. Stuber Uber ain't been in one of my lives in a long time. So Marley's 5 weeks into TNT. Guys, when you're in TNT, you need to remember something too, man. TNT's way different than solo driving, all right? You got to do all that team crap, all that sleep and drive stuff. That makes it rough. How you doing, Keith? All right, Josh, be safe out there tonight. Stuber's got 3,500 to go. Stuber, I just dropped Stefan off at Campus Inn. He just got his upgrade room. He just got his own room to upgrade. So he's over at campus. What's going on, Ron? Crave, I mean, it is if you can work it out with a trainer in advance and have the timing right and they're available and all of that. So that's what it all boils down to. So, I mean, Stefan was set up, Mr. Brown's set up, and when I get close to being done with Mr. Brown, I'll start looking for another student. Woo, John, that was a long time ago, buddy. MS Carriers, yeah, that's Swift bought them. Hey Keith, I don't know, man. I don't know. That independent contractor law really screwed some things up. And then Swift lost a $100 million lawsuit out there. Well, they didn't lose it, but they made it go away. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, Stuber, I'm still getting my Pete. I've already paid for it. I already paid for all my extras and everything. I paid $2,000 for my extras. Hell yeah, I'm getting my Pete. That'd be like, and actually I paid $3,000 because I paid $1,000 for the graphics, which I paid in full last week. You have the 2020 Ultra Loft, Stuber? You're in the 2020 Ultra Loft. Because I'm going to tell you, it's way different than the other ones. Okay, yeah, the 2020 Ultra Loft is a totally different ball game than those little mid-roofs we got. Those mid-roofs we've got, the 18s, 19s, are pieces of shit. Hey, Albert, you got to hit the X to close the chat, then hit the thumbs up, and then reopen the live chat. Yeah, Charles, I'm getting a new 2020 Ultra Loft. Yeah, exactly, Stuber. Hey, Stuber, I'm going to tell you what, though. Hey, these Freightliners, man, will shake you half to death. It'll bounce you out of the bed. All right, just so you know. Everything shakes, everything rattles, and it'll bounce you out of the bed. So don't think the Freightliner rides smoother than a Pete, because it does not. What's going on, Jeff? Don't for 1 minute think a Freightliner drives any smooth. This Pete beats me half to death. It's terrible, man. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, that's why they're called freight shakers. That's why they are called freight shakers. Exactly. I'm showing 11 thumbs up, but yeah, hey, this Freightliner beats me up all the time. Laramie, you just have to decide what fits for you. Every company's different, so it's all just about finding a place that works for you. That's all it is. And just like that, we went to 19 likes, so. Maverick. I mean, well, see, a lot of people have to start with the schooling, so I don't know what all companies nowadays are offering schooling, because there's been so many changes to that. Stuber, I don't know if it's got that. They did a video on it on the Prime website, but like it's an Ultra Loft, okay? So it's bigger than a Freightliner sleeper. All right, it's got cubbies up top on both sides with USB ports in them. It's got radio controls, locking controls for the doors, everything in the sleepers. Like I could have a student on the top bunk and he can lock the doors from the top bunk. So say it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, a student gets out, uses the bathroom, gets all the way back into bed and can't remember if he locked the doors. He's got a button up there to push to lock the doors or to make sure they're locked. So, I mean, it's a little different truck. They're a lot nicer. Wow, Maverick's two months out from their next class. That's pretty wild, man. See, that's what Prime. That's what's happening here at Prime. People are starting to get like 2 weeks, 3 weeks out. Laramie, you can apply. I will tell you, most people, look, I don't work in recruiting. I don't make those decisions. I have nothing to do with that, okay? I'm just telling you what I've heard from most people is it is 10 years after you get off of parole or probation. Not when you did the, it's not when you did the crime, it's when you ended doing the time, okay? 10 years from then. So just keep that in mind. I mean, but you can call and find out. I mean, it's, you know, like I said, I work here. I don't make decisions. Yeah, Swade and Richard, man, they were all over it. They were all over it trying to figure it out. Yeah, hey, Stuart must have heard that that bass speaker they got down there, a little boom box they got underneath the bed. Yeah, see, they got that built-in speaker underneath the bed. Yeah, yeah, they got a kicking stereo system in it. That's for damn sure. That's for sure. And I love the fact that they're, you know, you got the super condo. It's actually got the biggest beds, upper and bottom beds in the industry now. A boomer, soon a graduate, and a tornado, nothing, both are hell in the trailer park. That ain't right. Their Chad Rich joke. Jeez. Yeah, you can call the Prime Recruiting Department and ask for Dustin. I don't have his card handy, unfortunately. Oh, I might. Do I have it right here? No, I don't. I don't have Dustin's card handy. I'm kind of sleepy. Oh, wait a minute. I do have Dustin's card handy. So, the recruiter that I work with and the one I send my subscribers to call, it's Dustin Hensley. And the main line is 800-224-4585, and the extension is 6952. So, called your mind, tell him Stumbler sent you. Stuber. So, yeah. And I've been working with Dustin for a couple of years now, so Dustin does a good job over there. He's been there a while. He knows his shit. That's why I like him. I have to check in with him on Monday if I'm still here. I may get a chance to meet David H. in person this weekend, guys. So that would be interesting. I'm going to meet with Seether and Mr. Brown tomorrow, and Stefan. Century rode like a lumber wagon. It's such a piece of shit. John, I'm going to tell you, the 919 don't ride much better. Swade, yeah, Swade, we're going to do something. Don't worry. I'm going to figure something out. Guys, I'm telling you right now, my 2017 Freightliner rode 10 times better than this 2019. All right, they got rid of the leaf springs. They went to a leaf farm, and it rides like shit. All right, it just does. Shit falls down all the time. It's just, it's crazy how bad this thing rides. Oh, Jeff's full of jokes tonight. Is Charles Prime hasn't leased KWs in years. They have a batch coming in the summer that are test vehicles, but they won't lease any more. I mean, they're just going to get those in to test them. I think there's 20 or 25 of them. I think there's 25 of them. They're going to test them for 1 year, and then they'll decide if they're going to order any more. But they haven't had KW since I've been here. They didn't have none that they were trading in when I was here, so it's been at least, I would say, 6 years since they had KWs, maybe longer. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. As Cliff Lloyd would say, it's been a minute. All right, Bernardo, but I got a student, but that's cool, man. Welcome to the family. That's pretty funny. Lance, that's not very nice, buddy. That's not very nice. Y'all gonna make me get my hat out, ain't you? Here, do I just gotta remind y'all? Here, let me just put it on. Do I just need to put the hat on a little while tonight? This will be a lot easier to put on after I get a haircut tomorrow. So, here, now we can do the live. I'll make sure I lean down so this y'all can see the big red C right there. You know what? I wasn't too ashamed to put this on when they couldn't win, 70 games. So I sure in the hell ain't gonna be too ashamed to put it on now. Hey Phil, that we're having issues with our Volvos, guys. So most of you know I've talked about in the past that we are testing 25 Volvos right now. And they have extended the test period till January of next year. Okay, there will be no decisions made on the Volvos at all until January of 2020. And no, it does not look like a Cincinnati Red C. For starters, the hat's blue with the red C. It's not red with the white C, or the white with the red, But anyways, what's the issues with the Volvo, Stuber? A couple things. Number one is weight. For some reason, even though supposedly they're supposed to be lighter, they're still having weight issues. Number two is shop turnaround time. Now that they've had them for almost a year and they're starting to go into the shop for issues, they're learning that even the simplest things are taking 4 or 5 days to get fixed. So that's what's going on. And if that's the case, they're not going to get them. If that continues, turnaround time is a huge ordeal. Freightliner knows turnaround time is a big deal to Prime. That's why when Prime called to get me an appointment and they told him it'd be Sunday, Prime went, no, that's not going to work. And they were like, okay, tell them to come on in, we'll get them worked in. They understand it's a big deal. It's a very, very big deal to Prime. Turnaround time is a big deal, guys. Mainly because, listen, Success Leasing pays breakdown pay to lease drivers. All right, most of your companies don't pay breakdown pay. Okay, Success Leasing pays breakdown pay to drivers. And so they want to make sure these trucks can get in and out of the shop. That's for sure. Yeah, Bobby G said he got $1,700 in 1 week for a bad wiring harness. See? You can get breakdown pay. Keith, it's the idea behind it is similar. Okay? The idea behind it, yes. It's a combination vehicle when you got a boat trailer. Alright? Or a fifth wheel RV. It's a combination vehicle. So yes, the idea of backing is very similar. What's going on, Bobby? You get back on the road yet, or are you still chilling at the house? Hey, John, I had a Volvo at FFE in 2007, and it was okay. I just didn't like the, still home drinking. I just didn't like the fuel mileage out of the Volvo I had. Jeff, he just likes giving me shit. We just like giving each other shit back and forth. So, it's all good. You know what's funny about this? I even posted in the video. Not only did I have the vest on when I made the video, when I was laying in bed, I fell asleep with that shit on for an hour while I was waiting on a door. Rolling out Monday. So we have Freightliner lightweights I don't think we have anything else. I think they had internationals at one time, but they don't know more. It's all Freightliners. It's all Freightliners. Yeah, Lance said everyone subscribe to David H. I'd like to see David H get 1,000 subscribers. That's right, safety first. I was sleeping in the bed with it. I had no blanket on or nothing, guys. I was tired that night. Bobby, I'm getting a check engine light, and I keep getting the engine shut down for low coolant when the coolant's full. So I'll get the engine shut down, the dashboard will turn red, the 1 minute counter will start ticking down, and then it just gets down to like 30 seconds and it just disappears. So the international lightweights are too heavy, yeah. I mean, I know, I've only been seeing Freightliners come in. I know that. Man, Bobby, I've checked everything. I've checked it all, man. The only thing I can come up with is it's a bad sensor. Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with is that it's a bad sensor. So we'll see. Like I said, I just hope it's the top sensor in the coolant reservoir and not the sensor in the engine. Because if it's the sensor in the coolant reservoir, just switch it out and be on my way. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. I'm just hoping it's the one in the coolant reservoir, not the one in the engine. Well, and here's the thing. They've been having some issues out of the 19s with coolant leaking and stuff, which I already had mine in the shop for that, and they fixed it. The funny thing is, so before I took it to the shop, I was getting the check engine light kind of periodically. After I took it to the shop and they fixed the leak, which was a hose supposedly, which isn't leaking anymore. But after they fixed the leak, then I started getting the other shit. You ain't lying with that shaking and rattling, Matthew. No, Saint, it's the that's so funny. I was gonna say DD214. Oh shit, it's the Freightliner engine, man. It's whatever the Detroit, man. That's what it is. Big Worm says, how the hell do you sleep when the truck is moving? Big Worm, I don't until I get really freaking tired and then I sleep. Yes. Exactly, guys. Yeah, we're getting a crap load of the internationals in, guys. Yeah, here comes the damn police in here. It's the damn sheriff's department too. He's driving around in here. But he's only got yellow lights on. He must be off-duty security. They must hire him off-duty to come in here. Because he's in his patrol car and he's in uniform, but he's only got the end yellow lights flashing on the car. Bolingbrook. I can't think of where Bolingbrook is. Bobby, I just brought Stefan into upgrade. I dropped him off at campus before I came to Freightliner. So I dropped him off over there about 11 o'clock tonight. So Mr. Brown is here. He already passed his PSD stuff. So he's just going to be a TNT only for me. But yeah, he's here. He's ready. He's ready to go now. I can go pick him up right now. He'd be ready to go. So, no doubt about it. Hey, Bobby, I'll just be honest with you. I've been rolling with it doing this for like a while. I just thought I had a little time. I might as well get it looked at. Yeah, Mr. Brown trifected on Wednesday. Yeah, Mr. Brown trifected Wednesday. So he's ready. He is ready. All right, man. Have a good night, Bobby. Stuber, all I can tell you is the people that I've talked to say they get really good fuel mileage. That and something about Kiana made a video the other night, Trucker Girl Kiana, about the lines, they hang too far down. That's all I know about them. I did a tour of one. I got a video. I got a video of one I did a tour of. I thought it was the same red one they did a tour of, but the red one that Prime did a tour of was in Pittston. It was one number different. So it was not the same truck, even though I thought it was originally. But yeah, that's about all I know about the Internationals, guys. I don't know a lot about them. I don't know a lot about them at all. So tomorrow night, let's see, today they said they got new springs there, swapping out to fix the lines. Good, that's good, Matthew. They need to do that. Oh, what's going on? How do I say it again? Ilya? Is that it? They're boring looking. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I don't disagree with you on that. I'm glad they're getting those new springs in and fixing those lines. That's a pretty big deal, man. That could be a big freaking problem. You break one of those lines and rip one of them lines out, making a turn. It can be a freaking mess. Big mess. You know, Freightliner's got, you know, this body style, man. They think it's made of gold too, man. I mean, they're charging, I think someone said today, it's $40 more for the Freightliner than it is the Peterbilt Ultra Loft. Top speed will help fuel mileage. Yeah, right? What's going on, Michael? Top speed will help fuel mileage. Well, I will tell you, I did top speed all day today. I have 20,000 pounds in the box. Oh, it reset already. But I did top speed all day today, and I think I got 8.4 miles to the gallon. So, okay, Stuber. So the Peterbilt Ultra Lofts, I believe, are 1,042. No, Stuber, that's the 19. I pay 1,064. That's the 2019. The 2020s went up. They're like 1,076, I think. And the Ultra Loft's like 1,042. It was really weird because me and Stefan saw them on the list one day and we couldn't believe the price difference. It was like 30 or 40 bucks a week. Oh, Stuber, I can't approve that, man. Reword that. Stuber, reword that. Yeah, you got to pay extra to get your teeth shaken out of your head. Yeah, we can go with that. We can use that one. Yeah, the payments are high. You know, because everybody loves the body style. Everybody loves the body style, man. The Peterbilt. It ain't much of a bigger sleeper, but it is a bigger sleeper. Hey, if any of y'all are driving like old Freightliners, when you get the new one, you're gonna shit your pants the first time you get into Michigan or Indiana or something and get on them roads. You're gonna be like, holy crap, what's wrong with my truck? So, I've told this story before, I'll tell it again, guys. Chad Rich had the old Freightliner. He ordered his new one, his 19. He got in the 19, he took it around the block and took it in the shop and said, hey, I think they forgot to put the shocks on it or put bad shocks on it. Can you please check it? He was dead serious. They checked it and said, no, everything's fine. That's how bad they ride, the new ones, with the leaf arms instead of the leaf springs. So that's a true story. Chad Rich took his shit directly to the shop and said, y'all got to check this thing because something's wrong. Well, yeah, Ohio Turnpike's nice. You know, I mean, there are parts, there are roads that are nice. 20 miles from Chicago on 57. I don't know which one that is. Is it the Petro down there? Yeah, Matthew, those I'm going to tell you what they usually do for flatbed, man, and tanker. They usually will not build the truck until they have someone waiting for one, because they have to put the headache rack and all that on it. So my understanding is they usually wait until they get somebody that's actually waiting, and they know they don't have any trucks coming in. So one of the reasons, guys, that we had such a wait on trucks for so long is our turnover rate is like really, really low right now. Okay? That's why you're not seeing a lot of used trucks on the list either. Our turnover rate's really low right now. They won't put the Internationals on a flatbed side? That don't surprise me. They're probably not set up for it in the back in order to put that rack back there. You won 250 on the slots of Chicago Petro? Chad goes and plays them slots all the time. I'm not a slot player, so I don't ever play slots. But a lot of people do. E.M. Slaughter. If y'all don't know who M. Slaughter is, y'all might want to go check it out. She's new to Prime. She's got a channel. She was a subscriber of mine before she came to Prime. She might still watch my videos, I don't know. But she's got a channel here at Prime. She's documenting her training. And I believe the channel is EM space Slaughter, S-L-A-U-G-H-T-E-R. So she's been documenting her journey here at Prime as well. We have a lot of people right now who are documenting their training program here at Prime on YouTube. We have a lot. Made money out taking her to dinner. There you go. That's a win-win situation, isn't it? No doubt about it. That's a win-win if I ever heard of one right there. Holy crap. That's pretty good. Is it MLE? Yeah, it might be MLE. Yeah. Yeah, it might be MLE. All right, Phil. Have a good night. But yeah, we got a few. Oh, man. Move around. We got a few different people. Do you already follow her? Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't do a lot of videos, but I know she had one the other day. I looked at it. Just curious how her training's going. You know, any of my subscribers who come to Prime and they start putting out videos, I kind of like to watch them every now and then, just check them out, see how they're doing. Oh, the swivel captain's chair. You can actually get that for the passenger seat in the Peterbilt. So I did not elect that option because it was kind of high. I can't remember what it was, but I think it was like $400 or $500 for that swivel seat on the passenger side only. So I didn't get it. I got the leather seats with the extra lumbar supports and stuff. The one, oh yeah, so you can't get it on the driver's side in the Pete. The only option I saw was for the passenger side. I wish you could get on the driver's side. I probably would have got it if it would have been a driver's side option, because I could turn it and then watch TV. My trainer has that seat and not used it since he got it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys don't. I mean, I would actually use mine to watch TV, but I don't know. All right, guys, I'm tired. I guess I'm gonna lay down while I wait to get in the shop, take a little nap. Maybe they'll get me in here tonight. I hope so. I got an appointment at 10 a.m. to get my hair cut. So hopefully they squeeze me in at some point tonight. Y'all get some rest. Be safe out there if you're driving tonight or getting ready to drive. I guess I'm going to be taking it easy at least tomorrow. And at some point tomorrow, y'all guys will get a video or a live, you know, later on or something, because I'm going to have a, like I said, it's going to be me and Stefan and Seether and Mr. Brown and maybe even David H. if he shows up at the yard. So we'll just see how that goes. All right, in the meantime, y'all be safe, make good choices.